Dear, makeup can illuminate your beauty or accidentally dim it completely. It can make you look fresh, elegant, and full of life. Or it can settle into every line, harden your features, and add years you don't deserve. The difference? 5 simple mistakes most of us make without realizing it. Today, I'm showing you exactly what they are and how to fix them so your skin looks radiant, cared for, and glowing with confidence. If you're ready to see your true radiant self in the mirror, hit that subscribe button and the bell icon so you never miss our beauty wisdom designed specifically for women who refuse to be invisible. Mistake 1. Heavy or matte foundation. I know exactly why so many of us do this. We think more coverage means looking better. We believe hiding imperfections will make us appear younger. But here's the honest truth. Heavy foundations do the exact opposite. They settle deep into expression lines around your eyes, your mouth, your forehead. They emphasize every bit of texture on your skin. And worst of all, they suffocate that natural glow that makes skin look alive and healthy. After 60, our skin doesn't need to be hidden. It needs to breathe. It needs to look fresh and luminous. Matte finishes are particularly problematic. They absorb light instead of reflecting it. When light hits matte foundation, your face looks flat, dull, lifeless. Meanwhile, those heavy, thick formulas cake into fine lines, drawing attention to the very things you're trying to minimize. The result? You end up looking older, not younger. So what should you do instead? Choose lightweight foundations with luminous or satin finishes. Look for formulas that contain hydrating ingredients. Hyaluronic acid is wonderful because it holds moisture in your skin throughout the day. Glycerin keeps skin soft and supple. Niacinamide helps smooth texture and even out tone. These ingredients don't just sit on top of your skin. They actually care for it while you wear them. Now, let's talk about choosing the right texture for your specific skin type. If you have dry skin, go for creamy foundations with natural oils. These formulas glide on smoothly and keep your skin comfortable all day without any tightness or flaking. If your skin is combination, meaning it gets a bit oily in your T-zone but stays normal or dry everywhere else, choose a hydrating foundation with controlled luminosity. It gives you that healthy glow without making shiny areas worse. And if you have oily skin, you might think you need matte foundation. You don't. Instead, pick a lightweight formula with a natural finish. Not completely matte, but not overly dewy either. Just beautifully balanced. Here's the professional application technique that makes all the difference. Apply a thin layer across your entire face first. This unifies your skin tone and creates an even base. Then, and only then, go back and build up coverage in specific areas where you actually need it. Maybe you have a bit of redness around your nose. Perhaps there's a dark spot on your cheek. Add a second light layer just to those spots. This gives you coverage exactly where you need it without making your whole face look heavy. Use a damp beauty sponge or a soft, fluffy brush. Damp sponges blend foundation beautifully and prevent it from looking cakey. Work in upward motions, lifting as you go. Never drag downward. Upward strokes create a subtle lifting effect that's far more flattering. 2 crucial details you must get right. First, always test your foundation shade on your jawline, not your wrist or the back of your hand. And do it in natural light, not under store lighting. Your foundation should blend seamlessly from your face down to your neck and chest. There should be no visible line where your face ends. If there is, the shade is wrong. Second, pay attention to undertones. Every foundation has an undertone. It's either warm, which has yellow or golden notes, cool, which has pink or blue notes, or neutral, which is perfectly balanced between the two. If you choose the wrong undertone, even if the shade depth looks right, your skin will look off. Too warm, and you'll appear yellowish or orange. Too cool, and you'll look ashy or gray. Neither one is flattering, and both add years to your appearance. When your foundation is right, truly right, people won't notice your makeup. They'll just notice how radiant and healthy you look. That's the goal. That's the difference between covering up and revealing your natural beauty. Mistake 2: excess powder. For years, we were taught that powder was absolutely essential. Set your makeup with powder. Lock it in place with powder. Use powder to make everything last longer. And so we did. We powdered our entire face, sometimes multiple times a day. But here's what nobody told us. On mature skin, excess powder is one of the fastest ways to look older. Powder settles into every line on your face. It creates a dry, flat, cakey appearance. It drains all the luminosity from your complexion, leaving you looking dull and lifeless. Even if your foundation was perfect and dewy and beautiful, too much powder erases all of that in seconds. The truth is, powder has one job. Just one. It's supposed to control shine in areas that get oily. That's it. Not your whole face. Not your cheeks. Definitely not around your eyes where the skin is thin and delicate. Just the spots that actually need it. For most women, that means your T-zone. Your forehead, down the bridge of your nose, and your chin. Those are the areas that tend to get a bit shiny as the day goes on. Everything else, your cheeks, the area around your eyes, your temples, those places should keep that natural healthy glow. That glow is what makes you look alive and youthful. So what's the right way to use powder? First, choose the right type. You want ultrafine translucent powder or a mineral powder formula. Make sure it's lightweight and talc-free. Talc can be drying and harsh. Instead, look for powders with silica or mica. These ingredients blur the appearance of lines optically without sitting heavy on your skin or sucking out moisture. Second, use the absolute minimum amount. Seriously, less is always more with powder after 60. Here's the application technique. Take a large, fluffy brush. Not a dense, compact brush. A soft, loose one with plenty of air between the bristles. Dip it lightly into your powder, then tap off the excess. You should barely see any powder on the brush. Now, gently dab, don't drag, just on the areas that tend to get shiny. A light touch on your forehead. A touch down your nose. Maybe a touch on your chin if it gets oily. That's all. Completely avoid the eye area. The skin there is the thinnest on your entire face. Powder emphasizes every tiny line and makes that area look crepey and aged. Just skip it entirely. If you finish powdering and your skin looks too matte or flat, here's a professional trick. Use a hydrating setting spray instead of more powder. A few spritzes of a good setting spray will lock your makeup in place beautifully while leaving your skin looking fresh, natural, and dewy. It seals everything without that heavy powdered look that adds years. The goal is skin that looks like skin. Soft, smooth, naturally luminous. Not powdered. Not flat. Just beautifully you. Mistake 3, dark or overdone eyebrows. Eyebrows that are too dark or heavily drawn in. This is the mistake I see more than almost any other. And it's completely understandable why it happens. As we get older, our eyebrows naturally lose density. The hairs become finer. Some areas get sparse. We look in the mirror and feel like something's missing from our face. So we try to fill them in. We want our brows back the way they used to be. But here's where it goes wrong. We choose a color that's too dark. Or we draw in the entire brow shape instead of just filling the sparse spots. And the result is eyebrows that look harsh, heavy, and artificial. They harden your features. They create a stark contrast against your skin. And instead of framing your face beautifully, they dominate it and make you look severe. Your eyebrows are meant to frame your eyes and balance your face. When they're too dark or too heavy, they throw off that balance completely. Your expression can look tired, angry, or much older than you actually are. So what should you do? First, choose the right color. This is crucial. Your brow color should be 1 to 2 shades lighter than your hair color. Not darker. Lighter. If you have dark brown hair, use a medium brown or a soft ashy brown. If your hair has gone silver or gray, choose a soft taupe or a cool light gray. These softer tones look refined, natural, and elegant. They enhance your face without overpowering it. Second, skip the heavy tools. Put away those thick brow pencils and compact brow powders. They deposit too much color too quickly and make it almost impossible to create a natural look. Instead, use a fine-tipped micro pencil. The kind with a very thin point, almost like a thin marker. With this tool, you can create individual hair-like strokes that mimic real brow hairs. Here's the technique. Look closely at your brows and identify where they're sparse. Don't try to redraw your entire brow. Just fill in the gaps. Using your micro pencil, draw delicate little strokes in the direction your brow hairs naturally grow. On the inner part of your brow near your nose, the hairs typically grow upward and slightly outward. In the arch and tail, they grow more horizontally. Follow that natural pattern. Work slowly. Add a few strokes, then step back and look. Add a few more if needed. It's much easier to add more than to remove excess. The finishing touch that makes everything look polished and modern is brow gel. Choose either a clear gel or one with a light tint that matches your brow color. Brush it through your brows in an upward and outward motion. This holds the hairs in place gently, without any stiffness or crunchiness, and gives you that groomed, put-together look. Your eyebrows should whisper, not shout. They should gently frame your eyes and bring soft definition to your face. When they're done right, people notice your beautiful eyes, not your brows. Mistake 4. Harsh black eyeliner. Using black eyeliner. Black eyeliner is harsh. It creates an intense, stark contrast on mature skin that almost never flatters. Instead of making your eyes look bigger and more defined, black liner actually makes them appear smaller, more closed off and tired. It emphasizes dark circles. It draws attention to any sagging or drooping in the eyelid. And it hardens your entire expression. If you line both your upper and lower lash lines with black, the effect is even worse. Your eyes look sunken, heavy, aged. This is the exact opposite of what we want. The beautiful alternative is switching to softer, warmer shades. Brown eyeliner, taupe, charcoal gray. These colors still give you definition. Your eyes still look awake and polished. But the effect is softer, more elegant, and far more flattering on mature skin. Here's how to apply liner the right way. Line only your upper lash line. Stay as close to the roots of your lashes as possible. You want a thin line right at the base where your lashes grow. This makes your lashes look thicker and fuller without any harshness. Once you've drawn that line, take a small firm brush and gently blend the edge upward just slightly. You're not creating a smoky eye. You're just softening any hard edges so the liner looks like a natural shadow rather than a drawn line. This subtle blending also creates a slight lifting effect that opens up the eye area. Now, you might have heard that you should put white or nude pencil on your lower waterline to make your eyes look bigger. While that can work, it often looks a bit artificial and obvious. There's a better way to brighten and open your eyes. Apply a soft champagne or vanilla-colored satin eyeshadow right in your inner corner where your tear duct is. Just a small touch. This catches the light beautifully and makes your eyes look brighter, more awake, and younger. It's subtle, it's elegant, and it works. Finish with mascara, but here's the key. Use brown or dark brown mascara, not black, and apply it only to your upper lashes. One light coat is enough. This defines your eyes and opens them up without any heaviness. When you make these changes, switching from black to brown liner and applying it with a softer technique, you'll see an immediate difference. Your eyes look defined, yes, but also warm, inviting, and beautifully framed. Not harsh, not tired, just elegantly you. If these tips are already helping you see your makeup routine in a whole new way, please hit that like button right now. And write in the comments, my beauty has no age. I love hearing from you and knowing you're part of this community of confident, radiant women. Now let's talk about mistake number 5, and this one affects your entire face. Mistake 5, dark or ultramatte lipstick. Deep burgundy, dark brown, rich plum. Those dramatic dark shades might seem elegant and sophisticated. But on mature lips, they often do more harm than good. They emphasize the vertical lines around your mouth. They make your lips appear thinner than they actually are. And they create a visual heaviness that can drag down your entire face. Matte lipsticks are particularly problematic. They're extremely drying. The formula literally absorbs moisture from your lips to create that flat, non-shiny finish. On younger lips with naturally plump fullness, this might be fine. But as we get older, our lips naturally lose some volume and moisture. They become thinner and more prone to fine lines. Matte formulas settle into every single tiny crease, making those lines far more visible than they need to be. Dark colors combined with matte finishes create what's called feathering. That's when lipstick bleeds out beyond your lip line into the fine lines around your mouth. It looks messy and aged, even if you applied it perfectly at first. Here's what works beautifully instead. Choose medium-toned lipsticks in warm, flattering shades. Soft rose pink, warm coral, rosy nude, gentle mauve. These colors mimic and enhance your natural lip tone. They bring warmth and life to your entire complexion without overwhelming your features. The finish matters just as much as the color. Look for creamy, hydrating formulas. Satin finishes are gorgeous because they have a subtle sheen that catches light beautifully without being glossy. Or choose lipsticks with a hint of natural shine. These textures keep your lips moisturized, reflect light in a flattering way, and create the illusion of fuller, smoother lips. Now, let's talk application technique, because this makes a real difference. Start by lining your lips with a lip pencil that matches your lipstick exactly. Not darker, not a contrasting color, the exact same shade. This prevents feathering and gives you a clean, defined edge. Trace your natural lip line. Don't try to overdraw and make your lips bigger. That rarely looks natural and often just looks obvious. Work with the beautiful shape you have. Apply your lipstick with a lip brush if you have one, or directly from the tube. Start at the center of your lips and blend outward. This creates a subtle gradient effect with slightly more color intensity in the middle, which gives a fuller, more dimensional look. Here's a professional trick for instant volume and a youthful finish. Take a tiny amount of clear lip gloss or a touch of highlighter and dab it right in the center of your bottom lip. Just the center. That single point of light creates the optical illusion of plumpness and makes your lips look juicy and healthy. When you wear the right lipstick shade and formula, people don't notice your lipstick. They notice your warm, inviting smile. They notice how vibrant and alive you look. That's the power of choosing well. Now, before we wrap up, I want to share something that makes everything we've talked about work even better. Beautiful makeup doesn't start with the makeup itself. It starts with how you prepare your skin beforehand. This takes just 3 minutes. 3 minutes that completely transform how your makeup looks and wears throughout the day. Step 1. Cleanse gently. Use a creamy, non-stripping cleanser. Never use bar soap on your face. Regular soap is far too harsh and strips away your skin's natural protective oils, leaving it tight, dry, and unable to hold makeup properly. Instead, choose a gentle cleanser with soothing ingredients. Ceramides help strengthen your skin barrier. Oatmeal calms any irritation. Hyaluronic acid adds moisture even during the cleansing process. Massage the cleanser onto your face gently, then rinse with lukewarm water. Not hot. Hot water is drying. Your skin should feel soft and comfortable after cleansing, never tight or squeaky. Step 2. Hydrate deeply. Apply a good moisturizer suited to your specific skin type. This is not optional. This is essential. If you have dry skin, you need a rich, nourishing cream with ingredients like shea butter, hyaluronic acid, or ceramides. These create a protective, hydrating layer that keeps your skin supple all day. If your skin is combination, go for a lightweight gel lotion with niacinamide. It hydrates without adding excess oil to your T-zone. If you have oily skin, use an oil-free emulsion with peptides or green tea extract. Yes, even oily skin needs moisture. When you skip moisturizer, your skin actually produces more oil to compensate, making the problem worse. Your skin should feel plump, smooth, and comfortable. Not sticky, not greasy, not tight, just beautifully balanced. Step 3. Apply primer. This is the invisible step that most women skip, but it makes such a difference. A good primer creates a smooth canvas for your makeup. It helps foundation glide on evenly and stay in place all day. It softens the appearance of pores and fine lines. For dry skin, choose a hydrating primer with glycerin or hyaluronic acid. For oily skin, use a mattifying primer with silica that controls shine without drying you out. And if you want a luminous glow, pick a primer with subtle light reflecting particles. Just a pea-sized amount smoothed over your entire face is enough. Let it settle for about 30 seconds before you start applying your foundation. These 3 steps, cleansing, moisturizing, and priming, create the foundation for beautiful makeup. Without them, even the best products and techniques won't look as good as they could. With them, everything looks better, lasts longer, and feels more comfortable. Beautiful one, you now know the 5 makeup mistakes that can add years to your appearance, and more importantly, you know exactly how to fix every single one of them. You've learned to choose lightweight, luminous foundation instead of heavy matte formulas. To use powder sparingly, only where you truly need it. To soften your eyebrows with lighter colors and gentle application. To replace harsh black eyeliner with warm browns that open your eyes. And to wear creamy, medium-toned lipsticks that bring warmth and life to your face. These aren't just makeup tips. They're ways of honoring yourself. When you look in the mirror and see your skin glowing with confidence and grace, radiant and cared for, you're not trying to erase your years or pretend to be someone you're not. You're revealing your true beauty. The beauty that comes from living, from experience, from being authentically, unapologetically yourself. Makeup after 60 isn't about hiding. It's about shining. It's about feeling like yourself, only more polished, more radiant, more confident. If this video helped you see your reflection with more love and gave you tools to feel more confident, please give it a like. Subscribe to this channel and hit the bell so you never miss our beauty wisdom created specifically for women who refuse to be invisible. Share this with a friend who might need these tips. And check the description below for my free downloadable beauty guide with even more transformative advice designed just for you. Remember this always. Beauty isn't measured in years. It's measured in the light you choose to see yourself with each day. Thank you for being here with me today. I'll see you in the next video, where we continue discovering how time can be our greatest ally.